Hey guys, welcome to a special project today. Today we're working on a special project for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., okay? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., you're gonna watch a 5-minute video on him today that's gonna teach you a lot about a man that is a super big hero from history. He is one of my heroes for sure, okay? Why? Well, let's talk about it for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to tell you why and tell you why we're going to study him. This month, what month are we in right now? January. Every January in the United States, people celebrate what is called Martin Luther King Jr. Day because it was the day of this man's birthday, okay? So what is next month? Next month is February, right? And it starts on Monday. February is called Black History Month or African American History Month. It's the month where we take time to study the history of African American people. Well, why do we do that? Because, guys, God has created all of us equally, right? It doesn't matter what color my skin is. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what color your friend's skin is. God created all of us special, all of us with his hands, and all of us with each different personalities. God never wanted us to treat other people differently because of the color of their skin. God never wanted that. But in history, people have made huge errores. They've made huge mistakes by treating people differently because of the color of their skin. Saying that if I have one color of skin and you have a different color of skin, one of us is more important than the other one. One of us should have more derechos in life. One of us should have better things in life. Is that good or bad? That's horrible, you guys. Did God want that? Never. Now remember, we saw that in the Bible. Remember in Egypto, who did the Egyptians think were the best people in the world? The Egyptians. Who did they think were the worst people in the world? The Israelitas. So what did they do to the Israelitas? They made them esclavos. They made them slaves. We saw it again in the Bible. The Judíos, the Israelitas, thought that the Samaritans, the Samaritanos, were the worst people in the world and didn't like them. Now we saw it in the United States in history, where the white people thought that the African American people were the worst people in the world. And what did they do to them? Made them esclavos, just like the Egyptians did to the Israelitas. Is that the right thing to do? No, it was horrible. But do we do that? Do you guys do that? Do you guys only hang out with those that have the same color skin as you, but then maybe the islanders you don't want to hang out with? Or if you're an islander, you don't want to hang out with the Indios or whatever it is? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's horrible. God never wanted us to look at people like that, right? God made us all different so that we could learn from each other and have different cultures and have an exciting life where we all learn from each other and work together. But sometimes people don't do that. Sometimes people twist it and make it something bad. And it should never be that way. So people have decided that February is a time where we stop and we learn about African Americans to give them honor. That through all the years that people didn't give them honor, that people didn't treat them like they were super special people like they are, that they take a month out of the year and study some super important people that changed our world forever. And one of them is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And that's who we're going to study today. I'm telling you, he's one of the coolest guys ever. And guess what? He was a Baptist pastor too. And he had 4 children He grew up in the United States and he changed the world. And that's what you're gonna learn about today. Okay, so maybe some of you guys, when you see the video, you're gonna be like, I know who that is. I've heard about him before. I've seen a video of him before. So, what you need today is you need this piece of paper, the poster all about Martin Luther King Jr., okay? By, who's it by? You, that's your name, okay? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna watch this video, okay? You're gonna watch this video and you're gonna answer these questions. So you're gonna find out the fecha that he was born in, and then here's the fecha that he died, because they don't say it in the video. He died on April 4th, 1968. Did you guys know that he was only 39 years old when he died? He changed the world before he turned 40. He graduated from colegio when he was only 15 years old because of how hard he worked and how much he loved education. He became a doctor before he was 25. That's crazy. Okay, but that's how hard he worked. That's how much he loved education, you guys. Okay? So how did he die? Someone shot him. Because some people hated Dr. Martin Luther King because they did not want people to end racism. When we don't like somebody because of their color, it's called racismo. It's racism, right? And it's not a broma, you guys. We should never treat people differently because of the color of their skin. Some people did not like Martin Luther King Jr. because he wanted to end racism. Guess what? You know another thing though? You're going to see marches in this video. And you're going to be like, ooh, we see marches all the time in Tegucigalpa, protestando the gobierno. Martin Luther King's marches weren't like that. He did not do violence, ever. He loved God and he didn't believe in violence. He believed that you could change the world with your words and with your actions and never with violence. And he did, because that's what God helped him to do. Okay, here you're gonna put what he was famous for. You're gonna find it out in the video, and I've been talking to you about it right now. You're gonna tell me here his obstáculos that he faced. What were the hard things about his life? What did he have to superar? Here you're gonna tell me 3 important things you learned. Here you're gonna tell me a quote. What is he famous for saying? I have a dream. Yo tengo un sueño. He's famoso for saying that. He gave one of the best speeches in the entire world to thousands of people, talking about the dream he had where one day there would be no racismo. And then he made it his meta to change the world so there was none. If you could ask this person one question, what would it be? So after you watch the video, what is one question you would ask this person if you could? He's in heaven. So maybe one day you can ask him the question. Name someone important in this person's life. Explain why they were important. You're going to have to watch closely on this one. They don't talk about a lot of people, but you could put someone down without a name too, because there's a lot of people in the video, okay? Here, give me a character trait and evidence from his life. What's a character trait? What was he? Was he brave? Was he kind? Was he powerful? Was he loving? Was he strong? Was he compassionate? Was he encouraging? Was he happy? Was he let's see another word. Was he influential, meaning that he influenced people's life? Give me a word that describes Martin Luther King Jr.'s personality. And then give me evidence on how you know that was what he was. Okay? That's what you're going to do first. And then you need to come back to this part 2 of the video where we are going to do a project and you get to tell me what your dream is. Okay? Martin Luther King's dream was that racism stopped and that people were treated equally. what is your dream gonna be? And so you need to take these pieces of paper out of your packet, including the little one that says, I have a dream. And we'll do those together on part 2 of the video. See you there. But now, watch this video about Martin Luther King and answer the questions. Do a good job on your poster. We're gonna be doing these all month. We're gonna be doing these posters about great people that changed our world.